Apparently on Abyss, if you do something like this with Raze, you're able to land all the way in the sky and go for some real attack helicopter kills.
Первый раз в жизни твой план сработает.
A very cool trick, but don't use it. Because of course it's a glitch, it's against the game rules and it will probably get fixed soon. But no worries, in this video I'll show a lot of tips and tricks that you actually can use. Because it's the time again, another episode of the Valorant tips and tricks sent by you series. A series where I show Valorant tips and tricks that you guys send to me. Like always, I'll be giving away a battle pass to a random submission, so if you got any cool tricks, feel free to send them in the Lowlander Discord server. And you might be next week's winner. Don't got any cool tricks but still want free skins? No worry my friend. There's another way how you can get Valorant gift cards completely for free, and that's with the sponsor of this video, Buff.game. Buff is an authorized Overwolf app with over 15 million users. It lets you play your favorite games and earn buff points to purchase things like Valorant gift cards, Steam credit, V-Bucks and way more. The only thing you gotta do is download this app and let it run on the background while you are gaming. And that's it actually. It's so simple, right? You basically don't have to do anything extra. I mean, it gives me extra points when I'm recording the videos, and when you collected enough points, you can easily redeem them. And voila, look at this, I got some extra Rito points. Of course, Buff is safe to use, no hugging, no mining, and it doesn't slow down your PC. In fact, I've been working with Buff for over 3 years, and in that time a lot of people already commented that I bought free skins with this app. So what I would say, try it out yourself with the link in the description. If you use that link, you get a total bonus of 100 free Buff points. So start with pimping up your skins today, my friends. And now let's hop into the tricks. Let's start this video with the cool thing you can do with Killjoy. Did you know that if you place down her ultimate, you can actually throw your nanoswarms on her ulti? When you do this and the ult activates, your nanoswarms will now fly in the air. Is it useful? Definitely not, but it's a cool mechanic to know, I guess. Also, for those who are wondering, you can't do this with your sentry or alarm bot, but a cool mechanic nevertheless. Another cool mechanic is about the Yoru ultimate. Did you know that you can actually revive your teammate KO inside the Yoru ulti? I've been playing this game for so long, but I had no idea that this was a thing. When you are reviving your teammate, the enemies also don't see it, so it's a pretty strong mechanic to go for the sneaky revive. And while we're talking about Yoru, take a look at this clip and tell me if you notice something.
Spike planted. One enemy.
Oof, stone chestplate, that was a small whiff over there. But luckily the whiff didn't matter that much, because stone chestplate used a very nice tactic. And that's this: if you ever notice that your teammate Fate is using her ultimate, the enemies won't have any sound, and then teleporting in the middle of the enemies could be a strong tactic. It's still risky, because if an enemy spots you, you're probably dead, but at least they won't hear you, so you might get some nice kills. A trick that's a bit less risky but more glitchy is this deadlock trick. On Icebox, stand in this corner and aim at the bottom middle of the container. Then throw down your barrier and boost yourself on the box. Yes, my friends, I thought it was fixed, but apparently the deadlock boost is still in the game, and when you do this you might surprise the enemies and get some nice kills. And while we're talking about deadlock, here's another deadlock mechanic. As we all know, when you place down the deadlock trap and an enemy walks through it, you won't be able to use the trap again in the same round. However, if an enemy is walking through the trap and you immediately retract it as soon as it goes off, your trap will still go off, it will still stun the enemies, and you're able to use it again in the same round. I think this is a bug, I'm not sure actually, but it's a cool thing to know, I guess. Another cool mechanic to know is this one. Every Reyna main knows that the Reyna dismiss is very strong. When you use it, you won't only be able to go over mollies, but you can also go past tripwires and even through a deadlock barrier. But my friends, did you know that there's one ability in the whole game that counters the dismiss? What ability, you might ask? Drumroll please! And it's the deadlock graph net. If this ability lands on Reyna and Reyna wants to dismiss, she will stay crouched while dismissing. Just take a look at this clip, it's very OP. You're very lucky that you survived that, Araf. Well played. This next tip is for the Sage mains out there. If you ever practice some wall jumps with Sage, you probably know that it's very annoying to destroy the wall after you placed it down. Destroying all the segments with the Vandal takes a lot of time, and same with the Odin, it also takes a very long time before that wall is broken. But no worries, Sage mains, I got a tippy for you. When you place down your wall and you want to break it fast, all you gotta do is activate your ghost, fly inside the wall, and deactivate your ghost. This method is way simpler for destroying your wall, and by doing this you got a lot more time to practice your wall mechanics without wasting a lot of time trying to break it. Also, if you want to use this trick, make sure that you go to settings and make a keybind for ghost so you can activate it quickly. A very unique trick, this one, but I quite like it. A Sage wall trick that's less unique but still as cool is this one. Take a look at it.
Scatter.
Yep, when you think the enemy Omen is about to use his ultimate to pick up the spike, you can simply place your wall on the spike and then he can't pick it up anymore. And I hear some people asking, MrLowlander, a while ago you showed that you could stand on the spike yourself and then he won't be able to pick it up anymore. Yes, my friends, but this one sadly got fixed because Omen can now pick up the spike from afar, but if you place the wall on it, he won't be able to do that, so no sneaky Omen for the enemy. Now it's time to take a small break from the tricks to show you some trick shots. Honestly, I think in this episode we have the most insane trick shots so far. The first one is a blind collateral from MrLowlander, what the heck. Then we have an insane flick shot.
One enemy.
What? Okay, just slow it down for a sec. You don't even see the crosshair on the enemy anymore. After that we have a funny leg shot. Ooh. And this might be the most insane shot ever. Honestly, at first glance this shot doesn't seem that impressive, but the enemy was about 30 meters away I think, and getting a no-scope headshot from that range is like almost impossible. So well played Jude, either very lucky or maybe a little bit aimbot. Nah, probably not, you're very lucky my friend. Back to the tricks, here's a very underrated Phoenix mechanic. As we all know, the most normal way to use his flash is around corners. But another way to use his flash is to run away and use your flash to the left and look at the right real quickly so it doesn't flash yourself. By doing this you will basically flash the enemies behind you. Cool info MrLowlander, but why? Why would you ever do this? Well my friends, imagine you're peeking mid and you suddenly see a lot of enemy running towards you. Of course, peeking again into 5 enemies is not a smart idea. So what you then can do is run away, and while running away flash behind you. This gives you a little more time to run away and might be able to get you safe around the corner. A very situational mechanic, but it doesn't hurt to know, you know. And while we're on bind, with chamber, if you place your teleporter in this corner over there, you can actually go through the TP and then still use this ability from inside the teleporter. For a very long time this wasn't possible to do, but lately the range of the TP got increased, so now you can fake the enemies out like Nyla did.
That's a good spot. They found my trap.
Well played my friend. Did you know that on Icebox, if you stand on the boxes with neon, you can slide through the small window of Nest. Even though it seems pretty hard and precise to do, this trick is so simple, so you might surprise the enemies like this. Another simple yet effective tricky is this sage ball on the middle of Sunset. When you place it like this, it looks for the enemies that it's blocked off, but you can actually stand on this boot over here and you create a small head glitch spot to look over the wall. Honestly, try this out during your game and easy peasy kills. Another one of these head glitch sage walls, one that's a bit less known, is this one on Abyss. On Abyss, a lot of sage players would place their wall like this. Even though it's not a bad wall, you could also consider placing your wall over here. Why, you might ask? If the enemies don't destroy it immediately, you can jump on these boxes and go for some head glitch shots. It might be a bit risky, but the cool thing, if there's no enemy, you could consider jumping over the wall and go for a lurk anyway. A nice trick for the high risk players out there. What do you say? You're not a high risk player, but you want to be very high? No worries, I also got something for you. When you're playing on Abyss, this will often get smoked. Very annoying, right? But here's a counter for that. When you play Sage, place your wall over here, then go a little out the smoke, and now you're very high on a safe spot and easy kills for you. Now take a look at this clip and tell me if you notice something.
Blinded.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, my friends, did you notice that? Here's a tippy that I think not enough people are talking about. When you're playing in a smoke and you want to push out of it, it's important that you get the timing right. But when do you get the timing right? Well, my friends, a good way to start is to use your ears and react on the enemies making sound. So in this round, what its meme did very nicely was waiting till he heard the enemy using his flash, and as soon as that sound came, he counted with his ability, so he could pick up the kill easy peasy. It's kinda the same as in this round. As soon as Omen heard the Gecko ultimate, he used his ulti. This way he could dodge trash and kill Gecko easy peasy. Let's move on now. I think on this channel I've never showed a fight setup before, so let me show you one. This one is especially good in those half-buy rounds. Just take a look at the background and mimic it in your game. Now all you gotta do is wait till the enemies are pushing, and when they push you will most likely separate one enemy out, go for that easy shotgun kill, and after that win the round. Well played, it's Genius. Did you know that on Ascent, if you jump on the generator, you can actually place your Cypher Gem at the corner of this building? To be completely honest, I have no idea if I already showed this one in a video. Sometimes I have a little fish memory, but it's a pretty cool cam, so that's why I want to show it to you anyway. And why not end this video with another one of those door boosts from Xgenius? Honestly, these kills are just so satisfying to watch. And that's it for today, my friends. Big shout out to everyone who submitted in a trick. I hope you learned something new, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.